Astroworld is finally here, the long-awaited, incredibly hyped, much-anticipated third studio album by Travis Scott, the Houston rapper whose mission from the start was to bring back Astroworld, the Six Flags franchise amusement park in Houston that was closed down while he was a child. This is the album meant to accompany said amusement park and embody that thrill. So if you're new to this channel, this series is me taking a look at hip-hop's newest releases and giving my own analysis, from the story of the album and its creation to the hidden themes and messages littered throughout the tracks themselves. But before we dive into it, make sure you follow me on Instagram and subscribe with that notification bell to keep updated on everything I'm up to. For Travis, Astroworld was more than an album. His goal was to bring back the rides themselves, being probably the only rapper to actually attempt to include an amusement park in their body of work. And while I don't know if that plan is still happening, it's definitely a reason why he's taken so long to deliver this project. So after all this time, did it all live up to the hype? You can vote above to decide, but I want to take a look at the themes and the messages of the different parts of the album release itself, starting with the art. There were two covers released before the drop of the album with two very different themes, used to set the extremes of his fascination with Astroworld and give us more of a picture of what it really means to him. As a child, the closing of Astroworld meant the end of fun. Its reopening symbolized innocent childhood joy, in the rides and the excess with the popcorn all over the place. But as Astroworld started to shift from a memory of joy to a figment of Travis's own mind, the rides being his emotional experience represented by his musical style, it began to take on the darker and more explicit themes, represented by the alternate cover. Astroworld became everything that gave him joy, but also everything that haunted him, all representing rides and amusement for him, and for the listeners who hear about it all in his music. So you can't look at the music without thinking about each track as an amusement park ride, which may have been his goal with the actual part 2, which would have been cool. Because of the lack of the message's actual presence in the actual lyrical content, instead of going track by track, I'm going to speak more generally about the themes expressed throughout. It's a ride through Travis's emotional soundscape, from the paranoia of fame on 5% tint, with an aura of worry over who's watching, to the hyped up rager mood we all know and love Travis for, on tracks like Sicko Mode featuring Drake, and No Bystanders, which is one of my personal favorites, to the psychedelic-induced trance of tracks like Stargazing and Butterfly Effect. There are some memorable moments like 21 Savage's dogs being pictured in Saint Laurent, but the moments that stick out the most are the ones that take us through the more complex of Travis's emotional spheres, often accompanied by more complex and, in my opinion, better music too. I'm talking about Stop Trying to Be God in particular, a song that sounds like a message to himself, a reminder to always stay humble and never forget about his people, a road stop in an album marking that no matter how wild the ride gets, he wants to make sure he stays grounded and thinks deeply about his roots, like he seems to have done in caring so much about Astroworld. One thing I really love about this album is the musical diversity. Almost all the tracks sound different, and the ups and downs emotionally make this project feel like a roller coaster. Even in the cases where the lyrics don't match it, like this one, the vibe of Yosemite is more homey and more down to earth than the more far out tracks on this album, with more airy auto-tune sounds, like the track right after Can't Say, for example. The project takes you up into space and then right back to ground before you forget where you are, and I think that's a reflection of Travis's journey into stardom, a journey he wants to take us through these songs, his Astroworld. And a big year for hip-hop, marked by huge drops by Drake, Kanye, J. Cole. Travis holds his own with this project and shows that he's here to stay. New unique sounds, more rapping, and the fulfillment of a promise to his home city all come together to make this album what it is. What do you think of it? Leave your thoughts down below, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.